Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 with the Rude Man. And we're farming as usual. Potatoes and sugar beets here. And let's go around and see what's going on. This one's done, I think. Is this one? No, it's ready to plant. This is ready to plant. Oh, this one needs lime. All right, let's find, oh shoot, I didn't mean to fire them. What did I just do? I just fired somebody. Quit fooling around, you guys. Hey, Scorp. No tacos. I had, anybody know what a flauta is? What is going on with this? Okay. That's not it. That's not it. That's it. Okay. Let's get this one, and it's got solid fertilizer. What about that one? They both do. Okay. What do we need? Lime? Flautas are rolled up tacos with no vegetables. Well, we took some flautas and added some spices, some chili peppers, enchilada sauce, and baked them up, and that's what I had for lunch. So it's kind of Taco Thursday, but it wasn't Taco Bell Thursday. All right, see, we got Hamish is liming today, and Scorpion's doing sugar beets, and Miss Nelson is doing potatoes. And then we've got some people out there plowing. I can't remember how to do this. We have to start it up. Let's start it, and then turn it on. Make it go. Okay, start it, turn it on, make it go.
Oh,
start
yeah.
It, turn it on, make it go. Cheers, Scorp. Andy. Hi, Andy. Andy's in the house. Okay, and then let's see, we got Rob. Cheers, Andy. We got Rob doing some plowing on the big field. And we've got Frank doing some plowing on another big field, just not the big field. So, hey, work's a happening here. Work is happening. So I'm getting more frustrated on this health stuff. I've been telling Addie, Carol and I can't do it because we're not legal guardians and we don't have access to their medical. So I can't call the doctors for them Carol can't call the doctors for them. We've been trying to tell them, can you put us on so that we can do something? And they won't do it. My daughter, Addie's mom, they're supposedly taking care of it. They went with the x-rays. The hospital locally did a referral to a specialty hospital that does, that kind of work. And they said, we will get in touch with you within a couple weeks to get you scheduled. That didn't happen. I kept telling them, can you call and ask them how it's going? This is important. We would have done it if we had the ability to do it, but we call them. We don't have access to that. So I asked her every day, please call, find out what's going on. They said they'd call in 2 weeks. I said, that's ridiculous. We need more information. We need to know what's going on. So they waited. 2 weeks had gone by. They called. Didn't get anybody, left a message. They called the next day. Didn't get anybody, left a message. They called the next day. Finally, somebody called back. And when they started looking into it, they found out that the local hospital gave a referral to an adult hospital that works on adults instead of kids. So then they said, oh, well, the hospital referred it to the wrong hospital. So we're going to pass your referral on to the children's hospital. So now we're going to have to wait another 2 weeks before we even find out what the hell's going on. We don't know what the hell the x-rays said. We haven't seen them. We haven't heard from a doctor that's read them. The local hospital looked at him and said, oh, this needs to go on to, the hospital that does the surgeries and stuff. That's all we know. And now I don't know what the hell to do. I mean, it's just, do we wait again now and then find out that, well, we got the referral, but we didn't get it? And, it's just so frustrating. Got mauled by 6 Kellans. Only 6? Oh, you found a Sahara? Was that desert that I was in, was that a Sahara? Something's wrong with this corner because it doesn't handle this corner for some reason. I might have to do something with this corner. All right, this one's ready to go. Doesn't need lime, doesn't need, well, it does need fertilizer, but this one is ready to go. So I'm going to start off and do some fertilizer here. Get this thing prepared. Hey Matt, how you doing? Shot green balls at you. Oh my God. That sounds horrible. And they were just skeletons, you say? Those ogres are the ugly ones. You're doing good. That's great. Glad to hear it. Big Daddy, how you doing? Hope everything's good for you. Oh, you went to the volcano. Why? You said that was dangerous. Why'd you go there? Okay, is this one still being plowed? So I don't know if I should try to fertilize it or not. What about that one? Yeah, same with that one. It's being plowed too. All right, this one needs to be plowed. I don't know if I can fertilize this. Yeah, again, in my mind, you would throw some fertilizer on it and then plow that under, because you want that nitrogen and fertilizer and whatever in the dirt, wouldn't you think? Not just laying on the top. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just me and I'm weird. I don't know. Been working on streaming stuff. Have you been streaming or just working on it? Oh, you're all updating stuff, eh? So, Scorpion's talking about a game called Hightail. I purchased the game 4 days after it came out, and there were 3 tiers to the game. It's an early access game. What that means is they're releasing it to anybody that wants to play it and pay for it, but they're still working on the game, so it's not finished yet. They're adding stuff every day, working out bugs. So if you're playing it, a month from now, there may be new features in the game that weren't in it when you bought the game, because they're still working on it. It's still being made, and they release it early like that because they need the money to keep working on the game. So there's 3 tiers. You can buy the game for $19 and something or another. Just say $20. You can buy it for $35, or you can buy it for $70. So what's the difference? Okay, well, the $35 one, they'll give you some extra clothes and stuff like that in the game. The $70 one, they're looking for somebody that wants to donate money to help them keep making the game. So you can get the game for $20. So the extra $50 is a donation for them to be able to keep working on the game and improving it. So I gave them the $70. I didn't get the game. And I kept trying, and it kept saying I hadn't bought it. When I went to the bank, they had taken my money. So it showed in the bank that they got my money. So I put a ticket in. That was 2 weeks ago. And so I haven't played the game at all because I didn't have it. Finally, yesterday, I decided, okay, this is ridiculous. I'm not worried about the $70 because I was giving it to them as a donation anyway. So I'm just going to buy the game again. I just bought the $20 version game and was able to get it and load it into the computer and play it. I didn't get all the goodies that I was supposed to get for the $70, but que sera, sera. And so I played it for, I don't know, an hour or so. And then after the live stream yesterday, I got a hold of Brad. and learned a little bit more about the game. So, and I played it maybe, I don't know, an additional hour, but I don't know. I know very little about it. But it's kind of fun. It's like Minecraft, only not. All right, let's see here. That one's done. Let's button it up. Lori's here. Hey, Lori. How's the weather everywhere? You guys, is everybody being safe? I was watching this guy traveling through Canada heading for Alaska, and it's like 42 below at night through where he's at in Canada. White Horse, I think it was. During the day, it was 32 degrees below zero. In the daytime, in the sunshine. One degree. Oh my God. That's cold, man. That's cold. And Lori, did you say you have snow cover? $60 right now, eh? I don't know what it is here. I haven't checked today. Alexa, what's the weather today?
Currently, it's 52 degrees and cloudy. Today's high will be 53 degrees with a low of 48.
It's supposed to...
hazard statement in effect from 10 p.m. tonight through tomorrow evening due to sneaker waves. Stay safe and keep an eye on the waves if you're near the coast.
Good advice. So we've got 50 some degrees today. Sneaker waves, but that's not unusual. You know, the people that come to the Oregon, the beaches look so nice, they're so beautiful and everything, but there are nasty waves on the Oregon coast, and you really need to be careful. The waves coming in oftentimes have things floating in them, like logs and things like that, and there's a lot of undertow. There's a lot in our ocean, in our beaches. There's a lot of places that have undertows. It'll drag your ass right out on a tide. It'll drag you right out or under, both. It's really dangerous here. We get people drowning on our beaches all the time. You've been covered, so you do now. You know, a good snow cover helps, actually. It works as an insulation, kind of, sort of, which seems weird because it's snow, it's cold, but it does. It does help. You know, Frank's got a foot of snow and a high of 15 and a low of 3. Oh. I bought for myself for Christmas, I bought this pad. It's about 3 feet long and about maybe 2.5 feet wide. And I'm pretty warm upper body, but my legs get cold. Circulation problem, probably from the diabetes. And so I have this thing, and it's got heating. It's a heating pad, and so I just lay it on the bed. I keep an extra blanket on top of the covers on my side of the bed, because if I get cold, then I can just drag it up at night. You know, if I'm cold or if I'm warm, I can just kick it off. So under that, I put this heating thing, and I turn it on about an hour before I go to bed, and it's got an automatic off on it, but it heats up very, very fast. So by the time I come to bed, the bottom part where my legs and feet are is just toasty warm, and but it doesn't heat the whole bed because Carol's out of her covers all night long. She's so hot-blooded. Well, she's hot. What she got? Menopause or menopause, womenopause. I don't know what they call it. About 30 inches still. 30 inches. Wow. That's a pretty hefty blanket there of snow. All right, what am I doing? This guy's still working. He's done. Let's go find some land and see if it needs fertilizing. We always have dead grass here. Believe it or not, on the coast, when nobody ever waters their lawn. That you can drive through town any time of the year and you're not going to see sprinklers going anywhere. As a matter of fact, in the summer our grass all dies and nobody cares. It's just we have brown lawns all summer long if we ever get any hot weather, which we don't. But nobody waters their lawn. It rains all the time. All right, this is 100% fertilized. Yeah, it's really funny to watch people from California come up because Oregon has some beautiful beaches. They're just fully sand. They're thick sand, just nice, beautiful beaches, and but the water's colder than hell. If you're gonna surf in Oregon, you have to have a wetsuit. All right, this is also 100. So it's fun to watch the California people coming in their bikinis and shit, and they dive in the water and they come out icebergs. They have no idea how cold water is. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if it needs it. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't have any fertilizer. It definitely needs it. Hamish McDougal's on this one, and Miss Nelson is on that one. You guys go, man. Where's he going? Where you going, Hamish? Got frostburn, eh? You're supposed to be touching grass, not water. All right. Frank's completed their task. What was Frank doing? Was this Frank? Which one was Frank? I'll be frank with you today if you be frank with me tomorrow. That's a sick joke that we used to tell when we were kids. Why does this one keep stopping? That one didn't stop. That must be farther away. Oh, is she almost done with this field? No, she's not. Is she? Where in the hell is she? Okay, there's the pond over yonder. So she's just in the middle. So she's still got that end to do over there. That little corner over there. Okay, we'll let her work. It's Rob, never mind. It's not a woman. Summer we have to mow every week. Oh hell, we never mow our lawn. Maine and New Hampshire and Massachusetts like that unless it warms July. Really? Huh. Yeah, I only mow the lawn maybe 2 or 3 times a summer. It doesn't grow. And there's a lot of moss in some areas of my front yard. As usual, I didn't get any sleep last night, so I'm really kind of sleepy today. I may have to take a nap after the live stream. It's that global warming. I hate this. The global warming is so funny. It's global warming. Where I live has gotten colder every summer for the last 10 years. This last year, we got absolutely no days that it got over 69 degrees. Hey, Frank. All right, which field is this now? Okay, this is the one I need to fertilize, so let's grab... Oh, what's he doing? Hey, Mish, what you doing there, buddy? Okay, I gotta wait till this one's done. Or is this... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know where they're at. I think he's working up there. Well, it would be over there. See, I'm looking that way, but I'm pointing that way. On the camera, I'm pointing towards where I'm looking. That's where I'm pointing over there, but I'm looking over here. Crazy. So when one of those fertilizer rigs is ready, I'll move it to this field. Because that one there is being done as we speak. For sure. All right, where's my dump truck? High 90s to 100. Yeah. I know every time I hear people say that, I think, oh God, I'm glad it's only 69. I couldn't survive in 100-degree temperature. I mean, that's where I came from. When I grew up in the Yakima Valley, it was 90s to 100 all the time during the summer. So, but I'm not used to it. I've been here in Oregon longer than I ever lived in Washington. So I'm acclimated to the cold weather. Which I think is kind of funny because Oregon is more south than Washington. You'd think that Oregon would be warmer, wouldn't you? All right, let's see. Let's go up and see how much TMR we got to sell, because that's my money maker. There's the hay. There's total mixed rations. Yeah, it seems to be running. 300%. Hay, silage, and straw. Hay, silage, and straw. And it's making, and it's running. Okay. It's working. It's awakened. And I don't think we got any vodka running. What do I need for vodka? It's only 100%. Have I not been making vodka? I'm falling down on the booze here. 50,000. Let's upgrade this. 180,000. Upgrade it again. 198,000. Okay. We'll leave it at that, I guess. Sugar beet, sugar. What? This is a sugar plant. Why am I upgrading that? I know what happened. Go back to this vodka here. When you upgrade, like I'm on vodka here, when you upgrade, it moves the vodka to a different tier. Notice that that's 2, 2, 2, 2, and this is 1, 1, 1, 1, and that's 11. Sugar mill is 11. And so when I upgraded this one once, it moved it on me. And then it put me on sugar, and then I upgraded sugar when I didn't want to. So watch, if I upgrade vodka, watch what happens to it and see if I'm right. No. 150. Upgrade. 150. Okay, it did. I know it does move it. I just don't know when it moves it. But anyway, what do we need? Potatoes, sorghums, and sugars. We have a little bit of sorghums and a little bit of sugar and no potatoes. So let's see what we need in whiskey. Again, I think we need. Oh wow, it's got big capacity. We need barley and corn. Outgoing products, whiskey, barley and corn. So we got barley, we need corn, and we just did barley, didn't we? And then we need with the beer. What do we need with the beer? Out of space. Oh crap! I've been making beer and I'm full up, and didn't know it. Okay. Hang on. Change the output mode. Not to selling. Distributing. Okay, so where's my beer? World of beer. World of beer. There it is. Holy smokers. All right. There's my truck. Let's pick up some beer. Around the block with that one. The ocean never feels great in the Pacific. Then the ocean feels great. The ocean feels like grapes in the Pacific, Scorpion says. Hey, this beer must be from France. It's Fragile. It says Fragile on there.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Patrick. Here, hold my beer. All right, we're gonna go sell the beer. And it looks like we got some chips being made, or popcorn. Is that the chip? That's the chips. Oh, and we got all this crap. Oh man, we're full up. I need to sell some stuff. Oh, we're full up of honey too. Oh no. And I got a warehouse full of stuff too. All right, let's sell this beer. $28,000 worth of beer. I'm gonna leave the honey for now. Honey, honey, bum 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 bum, sugar, sugar, bum 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 bum. What about the popcorn? What's happening with the popcorn? Popcorn gets. It's not. What's it going on? It's not making popcorn. How's it come? I can't get up there. Why is it not making popcorn? Is it supposed to be making popcorn? Anybody remember what kind of popcorn I was making? Chili peppers, butter, corn, sugar. I'm out of components here. Which one was I making? I was making chili popcorn. Right? But it doesn't show I've made any. Inactive. Huh? Where'd all my popcorn go? What's it take to make popcorn? It makes corn and chili peppers. If you're just going to make chili popcorn. Corn and chili peppers. Okay. Well, we got those. Status is inactive. Chili peppers and corn. Chili peppers and sugar. Chili peppers and corn. I just need corn then. All right, I'm messing up here because I'm forgetting what I need. So let's go get some stuff, I guess. Where's my truck? Where's my truck? There it is. Damn it! What is it going on? Okay, I'm gonna sell this. I'm gonna have to get the vodka and the whiskey going. Andy doesn't run around like a chicken. He creeps around with a keg on his shoulder. Okay, $41,000 worth of mixed rations, but we need some corn, so let's go find corn. We need corn and God dang it! Quit it! Learn how to drive. We need corn and potatoes. I wish we could partition the trailer so I could haul more than one crop at a time. What happened to those trailers I used to have that had partitions in them? I wonder if I still have those. They were grain trailers, though. They wouldn't hold potatoes. They'd hold corn. Miss Nelson just completed her task, so I think she was plowing, so that means we can start fertilizing those fields. That guy's done over there. Well, I'll be over there for you guys. Okay, we need, we do need barley, oats, canola, we got tons of stuff. Soya beans, there's corn, let's get some corn going. And let's find, okay, that, was this, oh no. What was Miss Nelson doing? I thought she was plowing. But she wasn't. What is she doing? She must have been running this. Wedding guy's here. Hey, wedding guy. I was thinking, I think terrible thoughts. I have terrible thoughts. When I saw Wedding Guy the other day, I thought, I wonder, why don't we have somebody that's called Funeral Guy? And then I thought, that's sick, man. Why are you thinking that way? It was good to see Nick the other day. We hadn't seen him for a while. Nick was in the live stream yesterday with Red Dead. I still don't know what happened with my Panther yesterday, or I lost it, and then when I got another one, it showed that I had two of them. Something was wrong there. That's not right. Okay, this one can be done now. So, solid fertilizer. Let's go. Let's go to Idaho. Why Idaho? I don't know. All right, there he goes. Oh, he's in the fog. What's he doing in the fog? 50% fertilized. Okay, so this one can be plowed now. So where's that blue plow on? We got some plowing to do. Lucy, we got some plowing to do. I have no idea if I'm going the right direction. I'm on the grassy road. There's a road underneath us. I don't know how it got grassed over. Funeral guy's a brother-in-law. I watch a couple of morticians. They have interesting, morbid but interesting videos. And they're both females. One's a blonde and one's a dark-haired one. What an awful job. I don't know how people do that, but They do. I was going to say they're normal people, but I don't know that for a fact. What's going on? Hey, Steve's working today, and it looks like this was the one. This was Miss Nelson, I think, or was this Rob? No, this was Rob. All right, so let me get this off the field. The field of dreams. Build it, and we shall come. And this one, okay, does need fertilizer. So let's grab the other fertilizer guy. Miss Nelson's working up a storm today. All right, reset that, set it there. Headland, reset. Okay. Tina's working. Wedding guy's just a nickname. So you're not a minister. You don't do weddings. I actually never thought that. When I saw your name the first time, I thought of that Wedding Crasher movie, and the Wedding Crashers. I wasn't thinking of, wedding guy being the guy that did weddings. Now, mortician guy, you know what they do. They only come out at night, mostly. All right, let's go see if the corn guy's full, I guess. I don't know if I need that much corn, but we'll see. I don't think it's going to take that much corn. What takes corn besides the corn dryer and was it vodka that took the corn or whiskey? Can't remember. Need to get some sugar beets in that new sugar beet factory that I put in, which I don't know where I put it. Is that it right there? No, what's that? No, that's a soup place. What takes what took the corn? The whiskey? Moonshine. And there was moonshine. Okay, the vodka does not take. It takes potatoes and sorghums. Okay. And so it must have been the whiskey? It's the whiskey that took barley and corns. All right. Let's throw some corn in here, and then we'll go back and get some barleys. We just did a field of barley. Super cheap auto. I just saw that. That's what we need, a super cheap auto. Okay, what did we need? Sorghum. We'll also need sugar beets though too. Lori's going away. When you go away. Okay, oh wait. Potatoes and sugar beets. Let's grab some sugar beets. We need a bigger sugar beet and a bigger potato field. I've been using just them little bitty ones there. And I'm finding it's not enough because we got too many things that use. We got chips, we got whiskey. I mean, we got other things using beets and potatoes. A lot of things using potatoes. It's the potatoes we need a bigger field for. We don't need that much sugar, I'm guessing. I discovered that if you are swimming at night in Hightail near the volcano island, you may find piranha fish that will try to eat you up. That's not good. Are you skinny dipping? Because they might go for the dingly parts first. That's why I've never skinny dipped. Because I'm always afraid of something swimming up where it don't belong. Them little wiggly fish sneaking up behind you, swimming up into places that would be uncomfortable. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? All right. How's our grass doing? Oh, it's not doing. Maybe the one on the end? No. Huh. Okay then. Look at that guy go. Look at the width on that, and it's still going to take him a year to do it. I might have to speed those guys up. They didn't go fast enough. I should turn this one into potatoes. That one's already potatoes. It wouldn't hurt for that to be potatoes. I need to find out. What do I need? Let's see. Let's fly down to the board over here and take a look at what we have. Okay, we got 2.5 million barley, lots of chaff, a little bit of canola. We can make canola oil. Corn, we've got 1 million, so we do need more corn. We got plenty of grass, plenty of hay, plenty of manure. We don't have many oats, but we don't really have a use for oats. We got 1.3 million potatoes. Silage, we got tons of silage. We start selling that. Sorghum, we need more sorghum. I'm looking to see what I need to plant for the next go round. All right, so it looks like we need, for the next go round, we need sorghum and and corn. Sorghum and corn. Like I say, we got lots of barley. Okay, for sure we need sorghum and corn. Okay. Well, why it won't go in? It won't let me enter the vehicle. What in the hell? Okay, we got potatoes in that one. I'm thinking this through. I'm sitting there waiting for this stuff to unload and load. So I should be loading one while I'm emptying the other. That would save some time, I think. So let's get the sorghum that we need. Or the barley, doesn't matter. Sorghum, barley. That's not going to take very much. We'll take that. How's the wife? Which wife? My wife? She's fine. My daughter's still having problems with her scoliosis. It's getting to be a joke now. What the hell? Our medical system's going to hell in a handbasket. It takes a year to get in to see a doctor, if you can find one. I think we're going to the whiskey. No. What took potatoes? Was it this one? The vodka? Well, now I'm confused. They're making potatoes or beer? What was I needing the potatoes for? I don't remember. Oh, this is ridiculous. What did I need the potatoes for? Oh, thanks, Matt. Anybody? I can't remember. Hang on. Vodka. Vodka takes potatoes. What the hell? Why wouldn't it take the potatoes? All right, let's do this soup du jour thing. We're going to do, I don't think I'm going to, I was thinking about a pepper today, but then I changed my mind. I think we're gonna go on with the favorite, and I'm gonna do Baja Blast. I haven't done a Baja Blast for a week or two. Let's see. Baja Blast. Meow, meow, meow. Try and do this one-handed. Why? I don't know. Okay, so there's the cooler. Battery operated. Gravity operated. And auto load. Auto load. I don't know what the hell's going to happen if we ever lose gravity. I won't be able to use my cooler anymore. It's the only way you can load a soda in it was gravity. Oh, man, that's cold. Oh, it's so refreshing. It almost looks painful, doesn't it? All righty. Get a little cat action going here. You made him tacos and chips, eh? That sounds good. A Slurpee in the middle of the winter time? Should be having hot chocolate or something with brandy in it. Whoever brandy is. Okay, why isn't it? What is going on here? I don't know what's happening. Why is it not taking? What? What? It says it doesn't have any, but it wants it. Why is it not taking it? Why is it not working? It says Smirnoff. That's vodka. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe I need to raise that. Have I used this before? Maybe I need to raise it up some more. Construction. No, don't do that. Stop it. Where am I? Why is my mouse going crazy again? Hate that. Okay, it looks like I might be off on the rising and lowering there, because it maybe needs a little bit right here, and maybe a little there, maybe a little there, a little bit there, a little bit there. Okay. I don't know. This isn't right. Domino's. I always thought if you ever got anything from Domino's, just eat the box. It tastes better. Now I'm stuck. Oh, jeez. No. All right, let me back into that. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, wait a minute. These are sugar beets. I thought I had potatoes. What the hell? And nobody told me. You guys aren't even watching me, are you? I'm looking. Matt said it. I loaded a grain truck full of sugar beets. Matt caught it. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Thanks, Matt. I can't get rid of the cat before somebody yells at me. Oh, there's the sugar the factory over there. All right, let's drop these sugar beets. We're going to drop these non-potatoes in this factory over here. You people blow me away. I'm just poof. Okay, let's go in here. That's not what we need. We need the sugar factory. Sugar mill. There we go. All right. So we're going to be doing sugar, bum, 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 bum. Oh, sugar cane sugar. No, sugar beet sugar. Sugar. What is sugar? Sugar beet cut sugar. Okay, I don't do cut beets. I just do regulars. So let's do a productivity up to 300 and an activation, not to be confused with aggravation, and start making some sugar. And I ain't buying no sandwich from Domino's. No sandwich. I had meatloaf last night, but it wasn't anything to write home about because it wasn't homemade. Carol was at Costco. We hadn't eaten. It was late. And she said, have you ever had the meatloaf at Costco? It's meatloaf, mashed potatoes. They're instant mashed potatoes, obviously. And I said, yeah, I have. And I said, it's edible. It's not as good as our homemade stuff, but it's edible. And so she bought that. We threw it in the oven, heated it up. It was okay. But it isn't. I'm not going to make sandwiches out of it. It ain't that good. Okay, what do we got here? Sorghums. We got some sorghums here. We're going to go and put that in a factory and smoke it. I ate nothing last night but peanut butter crackers. I'm freaking hungry today. Oh! I almost pulled a scorpion. That's what he did on horseback. He missed the whole damn bridge. He was galloping like a bat out of hell trying to keep up with me and missed the bridge. He went over into a crevasse. It was funny. Speaking of such, speaking of scorpion, you know, every superhero has to have his sidekick. So I decided I'm going to try a sidekick, mainly because I'm an elderly superhero and I can't remember stuff. So I told you earlier I got that new Hightail game, and if I've got the ability and the time on Saturday, I'm going to do a live stream on this new game for you guys so you can see it and that kind of stuff, doodle-doo. And if Scorpion's home on Saturday, I'm going to pull him into the game. That way I'll have a technical expert with me that knows how to play the game. So anyway, 1 o'clock Saturday. Watch and see if I have the time and the inclination. I'm going to do a live stream. It all depends on, if something happens with Addie or that kind of stuff. But the way it's been going, I don't think anything's going to happen for a while. Oh, I forgot. I should have pulled this guy in and started him loading, so I've got something. Yeah, last night before dinner time for me, I was in the game on Discord, and I opened my game up and pulled Scorp in just to see how well it worked, and it seemed to work very well. We didn't have any technical issues with him playing on my game, so we're going to try it on Saturday, I think. I'm pretty sure that well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that if we're both on Discord, that his voice will be in the game with me. Pretty sure, because we've done it before. When Scorp got home early that day and he thought I was off the stream, and he came in and started talking. Remember that? What the hell? I forgot to fill the damn thing up. Jeez. Oh man, sucks to get old, man. I'm telling you. I don't know why you think he sounds like a cowboy, because he doesn't. I sound more like a cowboy than he does. I don't live in Texas, though. Of course, I can't moo like he does. Moo. He's got a different kind of a moo. All right, we were looking at, I need potatoes, right? We're going to run with that. What? Why is he just sitting there? Is he done? Yeah, he was done. Okay. He's not done. He's not done. He's not done. Let's get this guy back home again. Back home again. Rob does the cowboy thing too. Does he? Yeah, I know he does Tom Sawyer. I was a real cowboy. I broke horses for a living. And we used to go out once a year. A friend of mine was Indian, Yakima Indian, and was allowed to. Their family was allowed to run cattle up on Mount Adams, and so we'd go up there in that area, not on the actual mountain, but around the surrounding area that has foothills, and we were able to. Once a year go out and bring all these cattle in. And they would bring the cattle in once a year, put them in corrals, and start feeding them to fatten them up. And we did that by horseback, just like in the old days on a roundup. Where am I going? I need barley this time. I'm just driving all over the country. The fishing would be interesting with how big they get. You know how everything's bigger in Texas. Meow. Meow. What's funny is when I go in and the cat's running around at night and nobody else is around, and I'll go meow, and she starts yowling at me. Well, I did training too, but not mostly for my horses. Because when you green break, a lot of people don't understand how that works. If you have a wild horse, you try to ride it, it's going to buck your ass off.
Yeah.
They don't even like to have harnesses put on them. They don't like to have saddles put on them. And so you have to really work with them. So what we would do was we would do what they call a green break. So I would green break their horses for them. What that means is I would break the horse, but only so that a experienced rider could get on them. I didn't train them. After you green break them, after you completely break them, then you start training them. I did that with my horses, and I would train them to neck rein. I would train them to knee rein, so I could steer my horse with my knees if I wanted to, just by putting a little pressure with my right knee on their neck. They would turn a certain way, but I also did that with the reins. I didn't like, and I still don't like, to watch so-called experienced riders with their reins just tight, and the poor horse's mouth is all screwed up because they're putting so much pressure on it. That's not how I like to ride a horse. I used to ride with very loose reins. Now, that's easy to say. That depends on the horse. I had one particular horse that was squirrely as all hell, and you had to constantly have the ability to let them know that you're in control. So I had a tighter rein with him than I did the rest of them. But some of the horses I had were pretty laid back. And once they got trained, it understood that I wouldn't hurt them if they just did what I told them to do. And that's where the neck rein or the knee rein comes in. With the neck rein, you're loose on the reins unless you need to have them stop, or if you want them to go right or left. So I would train them that if they felt the leather reins more on one side, if I just moved the rein over, they could feel that rein and they would turn that way. And so, and then other horses I just had to control, like the one I was talking about that had a little bit of spirit. He had a lot of spirit. I was the only person who could ride him, so I thought. But I always constantly had to have control, because you never knew when he was going to go bolt off to the side, and little things scared him. If I was riding down the road and all the mailboxes were on the side of the road out in the country, he was fine. If one of the mailboxes had the lid open and there was a dark space there, oh God, he would freak out and start to buck and go half-ass wild on me. So you had to be careful. You'd just be riding along, and all of a sudden he'd see something that spooked him, and off he'd go. And if you weren't careful, he would go like this, and you'd be setting your ass out on the open air and just fall to the ground. So you had to constantly be attention with that horse and be in control. Horses, they're funny. They're like humans. So anyway, getting back to green breaking. If I finished with a horse that was green broke, that meant that whoever owned the horse knew that they could harness it, they could saddle it, and they could mount the horse without too much trouble. Now, that didn't make them a good rider, though. So, you know, an experienced rider, that's one thing. But a horse can tell when you're nervous, and a horse can tell when you're scared. And a horse is a big animal. So, a green break would mean that they were comfortable being harnessed and saddled, because they don't like that. They don't like having a big something strapped to their back, and some people are a little bit, you know, unsure of how tight to keep the saddle, how tight to cinch it up, but green broke meant that you could saddle it, harness it, and mount the horse and ride it around. It didn't make you a good rider. So if the horse decided he wanted to do something, you better be ready. But that's what green breaking is. That somebody not quite as experienced as they should be could ride a horse. Where'd the potatoes go? I don't remember where the taters went. Was the taters for... Didn't I screw up again? I screwed up again, didn't I? Hang on. That's the sugar mill. There's a whiskey factory, barley and corn, beer, barley, vodka, potatoes. Okay. I don't remember putting the potatoes in. I put the sugar beets in the sugar factory. Ow. Yeah, you got to be careful with... But, you know, that's what a lot of people don't realize about animals. They're animals. Like people thinking they can walk up to a bear and get a selfie. That's just the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. But people try to do it. And even cattle. Do you guys remember Boyce? Boyce got tore up by one of his cows. Well, it was a bull, but even so... You never know when they're going to take offense to something you do, and maybe just being in the pen with them is offense enough that they go after you. And remember, they're thousands of pounds. They're a big animal. They can do destruction by literally just walking over you. But people are just stupid, you know. There's a bear on the road. Oh, let's get a selfie, or an elk or a deer. You spook that elk and it could tear you up. If you don't believe me, go and watch a video of elk fighting or deer fighting or any wild animal fighting and watch how ferocious they can be. And if they weigh thousands of pounds, they can do damage just by swinging their head on you. Oh, well, let's get a selfie. Dumb shits. People are stupid. I think people get dumber every day. What's this? Sorghum. We don't need sorghum anymore. Let's dump this. We need barley now. I should have Andy doing this. He's the beer maker. Andy's going to say, who in the hell makes beer out of sorghum? Uh-oh. Did I miss barley? There it is. Give me some barley. Thomas. We used to have a saying back when I was a dirt biker. When you do stuff like that, when you're riding a motorcycle dangerously, just for the thrill of it, that's the only thing you can call dirt biking. I mean, you're driving over mountainous areas with rocks and hills and jumping and flying and doing at 100 miles an hour, taking turns that are 90 degrees at 60 miles an hour. It's dangerous. We had a saying amongst us dirt bikers. When you reach the point where you think that your shit don't stink on a bike, that you're the best thing since sliced bread, you're going to get hurt. That's the time you're going to get hurt. When you think that you can't be, that you're so good that you can't be hurt, that's when you're going to break something. I was lucky. I never broke anything on a dirt bike. I had, we got so good as a dirt biker, we got so good at putting people's shoulders back in joint because they would pull their shoulders out and then their shoulder would be all mangled. And we'd say, come here. And you just grab them and line it up and bam, pop it back in because the joint pops off, the ball joint on your shoulder. And you have a dislocated shoulder. And I can't tell you how many splints I put on from people that broke collarbones on bikes. Collarbones and dislocated shoulders daily. And it was all from people that thought that they were so good that they could do anything. Watch me jump this canyon. Oh yeah, right. It's okay. I'm good. Yeah, right. Whatever. And it's that way with anything. Anytime you get cocky and you're not paying attention, especially when you're talking about an animal. Again, a horse is an animal. They're going to sometimes do things that you don't know they're going to do. And if you're not ready for it, somebody's going to get hurt. I don't know how much barley I need, so I'm going to take off with what I got. Addie made some banana pudding stuff today. It's oh my God, it's about to kill me. It's so sweet. I ate a bowl of it before I started the live stream. It's banana pudding, a little bit of vanilla and caramel, sliced bananas, vanilla wafers. I don't know what all she puts in it, but it's pretty sweet. And then it has to set overnight. So she made it last night and let it set overnight. And I had some for lunch. Holy smokes, this stuff is sweet. It's good, but it's sweet. She makes it all the time. All right, the barley goes in the beer, I think. Where's the input? Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum. Is this the input? Can you guys believe it's Thursday again already? Damn. Unbelievable. Nanner pudding. Yeah, this stuff is good, man. Thomas, what's up today? I can't help it. Every time I see Thomas, I think of that choo-choo train that has a face on it. Think about it. That's frightening. A train with a face on it? Man, that's nightmare stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. Whiskey. Whiskey is being made. Okay, and beer is... beer. It's out of space. Again? Maybe it didn't need barley. Well, I filled it up. Okay, well, something's wrong here. So let's do this again. Disturbinating. Now we should have more beer sitting out there. Why isn't it producing it? Yeah, it's... Oh. That's all it made? Oh, okay. Well, is it working? Was it active? Did anybody look? It says it's running. Okay. Vodka. Potatoes, sorghum, and sugar. We do need a little bit more sugar. That's not very much. And 300%, and it is inactive. Let's make it active. And then... what else did we have? We had beer, vodka, a whiskey. Whiskey is inactive. Okay, so, the whiskey needs barley as well. Okay, let's activate that. And while we've got barley here... tight turn. Oh, that was tight. Oh, I should have put more barley in that. All right. Okay, what do we got here? This is oil. Are we making any oil? What were we making before? Nothing, because everything's 100. Oh, this is a new factory. I replaced that old factory and put a new one in, so there's nothing in this. So we need to just go and see what we've got. And then start making stuff. So sunflowers, I know we've got sunflowers, and I know we've got canola, because we just did a what you call it on canola, a harvest. We just did a canola harvest. So let's do that. Olive oil, I don't think I got olives. Rice, sunflowers. I do have sunflowers. So let's do a productivity on it. And then we'll just have to bring stuff over. All right, what else we got? This is flour. Barley flour. We got some barley. I don't know how much. We got oats. Let's do that. Peas? Pea flour? Huh. I gotta go to the bathroom. Make some bread while you're in there. What? That didn't sound good. Soy flour. We do have soybeans. I didn't actually know what I was going to do with the soybeans. So now I do. I can make flour out of it. Sweet. And then, of course, wheat. We got lots of wheat. So let's throw that productivity up. Okay. What's this? Broth and kin. Family soup-a-doops. I don't know if I have anything for soups yet. I'll have to find out. I might have vegetables in the warehouse. Sugar's running. Okay. All these three are running. The potato chips are running. We've got potato chips to sell. What was I doing here? I needed chili peppers. Let's see if we've got... Ran into the building. I don't think we got chili peppers growing. I need to get these things running again. And I put new ones in if you... This one's new over here. So it doesn't have any, what you call it? Right. This one is not even running. So let's drop this down. Okay. And then this should be open. We need water and manure. Now I gotta find out though. There's two versions of that. Available. Where are they at? Greenhouses. There we go. Universal greenhouses. Okay, this one takes manure. That one takes manure. Okay. I have two versions of the mod. One of them just takes water, and the other one takes water and manure. And I couldn't remember which one I had put in. So that answered that question. So let's find the water tanker and put water in it. And run that down. Uh-oh, what's Andy doing? No power? That would be bad. I don't know where I'm at. Oh, I'm on the cow farm. Okay. Some places under 10 foot of water. You mean like the ocean? The ocean sometimes is more than 10 feet of water. Andy's up on a hill. Of course he is. Andy's a brewmeister. He sits up on a hill and looks down at people. I probably shouldn't have said that. I was just joking. Just kidding, Andy. Yeah, you guys, it might seem kind of weird to people. We live on the ocean. The ocean's just a couple miles away from me. Not even that far, really. Depends on which way I drive. Anyway, I haven't been to a beach in, well, almost, I don't know, 20 years. I haven't been out on a beach for about 20 years. We live right on the ocean. People move here so they can go out and walk on the beach all the time. I don't. There's people out there. You don't catch me walking around where there's people. Ow. Don't run over the honey. Did that fill that up? Now we need manure. But we need a truck to do that. We're gonna go grab some manure. Yeah, it is. Well, if you're walking for exercise, you can choose how much exercise you want, because as you get closer to the ocean, the sand is hard. But as you get away from the ocean, the sand gets thick and and soft, and it's like you've got weights on your legs, on your feet, walking through the sand. Sometimes you can barely walk through it. So you can get some pretty good exercise depending on where you're walking. All right, where's the manure? There it was. Hey, we're piling up the old manure here. Just wear a hat and don't make eye contact. Yeah, I suppose. Well, I tell you, some people on the beach in bikinis shouldn't be allowed to. I'm a firm believer that 99% of human beings should never be without clothes. That's just my opinion. I don't know how much poop I need. I'm just going to let it load up. Let's go check on everybody, see what's going on here. I keep losing my water on these pivots here. Beast whale syndrome. Over the years, I've often said that, oh, let's go see some naked women. I said, no, I'd prefer to see them in tight-fitting clothes maybe, but I like them better clothed. And definitely men. Even these men that are in good shape don't look normal to me. These bodybuilders and stuff, they look freaky. They just look freaky. And they're all... You watch any bodybuilder, they cannot walk by a mirror and not stop and admire themselves. There's something wrong with that. Is that the kind of person... how much empathy or feelings are you going to get from somebody that can't get past themselves? To think about somebody else. That's, again, my opinion. I'm sure there's people out there that are healthy and bodybuilders and, get good exercise that are, that are good partners and love their mates and stuff like that. But it just seems like, oh my God, what are you doing? I didn't even know I could do that. Ooh, ooh. He looked like a ghost. What was I even doing? I don't remember. Oh, I was going to look to see what needed fertilizing. This one, it says it's fertilized not. Okay. That one's fertilized 50. This one's fertilized 50. And this one is fertilized 50. This looks weird to me. Okay. Even the big one is done. Okay, that's looking good. Oh, still working. Why is he all crouched now? What's he doing? What? What's he doing? Oh, he landed. Look at that. Oh, Superman land. Ready? Here we go. Superman land. Boom. Okay. Why is this old guy not got a butt? Where's your butt, buddy? He got no butt. Hell, I'm 73 years old and I got more butt than that. All right. I'm just jerking around here. Let's get this guy. And anybody remember what field I needed? It's the first one, isn't it? That's already got the lime on it. The one that's got the lime on it. I used to work out with a guy in the gym that was a medal winner weightlifter, but he was also a bodybuilder in his off weightlifting time. And his wife was a bodybuilder, and I used to work out with the two of them. And I kept telling him, I don't want to be trained like you're training. I just want to be fit and toned. I don't want to be all bulgy and crap. I didn't like it. I thought it looked ugly. And so he said, that's not a problem. Your routine will be slightly different than ours, because we're trying to bulk up and you're not. So I said, okay. So I worked out with him, but you can't help but bulk up a little bit. My calves. If you guys remember the cartoon Popeye, where he had those arms, that were all bulged, that's what my arms right here did, and my calves. Have you ever been around like a wrestler that had those knee pads on that are real thick and rectangular? That's what my thighs looked like. So I'd come home and Carol said, "Oh my God, your thighs are getting so big." And I said, "What are you talking about?" And I turned around and flexed my calf. Not thighs, my calf. And I flexed my calf, and it was like there was a pad there that just popped out. It was freaky looking. And that's when I kind of stopped lifting weights and doing some of the leg exercises he had me doing. It was funny, though. Carol used to call me Popeye because of my arms were getting big and my calves. And that was a hell of a long time ago, though. I think I was only in my 30s. All right, solid fertilizer. Let's go with that. And it's Lori. Lori's spreading the poop. Don't get any on you, Lori. Can't skip leg day. What's Tina doing? Oh, she's still laying down the poop. All right. Well, I got some seeding to do, but seeding's gonna take some time. Anybody found a different map yet? I haven't been looking for any new maps. And Scorpion's playing Minecraft, so poor man's Minecraft. Jagan's been into Terraria. Man, I said, people still playing that game? That's one of Terrarium's one of those 2D games. It's not a 3D game. It's a 2D game, and I don't like those kind of games. I never did. Holy smokers. Looks like Tina's done. Okay, what's happening? Why is it not dumping? Let me get rid of this other truck here. I think the manure and the water triggers kind of hook up a little bit. They're so close together. Let me see if I can get a solid dump here. Alright, it ain't working. What? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Let's try to do it from the side. I don't know. What am I doing wrong? It won't take it. Why won't it take it? What is going on? Oh man. Lori's done. I don't know what the hell's wrong. Do I have to do something with this? I don't know what's happening. Manure and water. It's got the water, but it won't take the manure. What's going on? You need to drive by dump. What's that mean? I don't know what that means. Okay, it's not working. Naptown. Sometimes the dump won't come up, so I just unload and it goes in. It's right going up to the manure spot and just unload it. Okay, you mean when you mean just unload it, you mean with the I button? Because it wants me. Well, hang on. Before I do that, I'm going to save, because if it makes a big-ass mess that I can't pick up, if you know what I mean. Let me save first, in case it just dumps it on the ground and I can't pick it back up again. Let me save. It's going to take a minute to save, because this map is so big. And the weird thing is, I've had these mods for a while. I've used them all the time. I've never had that happen. And there, like I said, there is a version of that mod where I don't even need manure. It's just water. It's the same mod and everything. All right, so I'm going to try to just dump this, I guess. Action cannot be performed here. Well, this is just too much. This is crazy. All right, let me try something. Hang on a sec. Let me try. No. Because notice the one next to it, I've been using it for the longest time. And it's worked just fine. Let me get this truck out of the way. like it when stuff don't work. All right, let me try this one over here. Okay, that works. Putting it in the water. I'm putting it in the water and it fills up the poop. Is there any water in that? That was weird. I mean, that was weird. Working. Oh, this is just retarded. Not working. Huh, I don't know. Be at the corner of it. Yeah, it depends on where the trigger's at. And these are mods as well, it depends. But it's funny that the dump icon keeps there. What did it do? It moved a little bit. It's trying. It's there. Wait. Something's happening. Okay, but that's not the one I was working on. That's one I've already been using. Let's get over to this one. Man, that's not. Did that even fill up? It didn't even fill up, did it? That's a tricky trigger. All right, let me see, how much did that put in? Did that? Because it doesn't look like it's full, but that doesn't mean anything. Let me see. Yeah, it's not full. It didn't fill it. But what in the world is going on? All right, let me pull back a little bit more. You can hear the engine. It's trying. It's trying. But look at the icon down at the bottom, and you'll see that it when I start that, it starts blinking. When it blinks off, it stops doing it. That's really weird. There it goes again. All right, that should have done it. That's crazy. That was crazy. All right, I'm over time, so thanks, Matt. Matt's telling me I gotta go. Tried to dump with a different truck. I don't know. This is the same truck I've been using for the last months on this, and it's always worked. So I don't know. Well, we got it. We got it. We got it. I need to try to fill the other ones now. What I probably will do is maybe increase the size of manure that it takes, the amount, and just try to fill it up. And hopefully that'll last long enough to get the job done. It's 100% now. So anyway, time for me to go. Stay tuned for Saturday. Like I said, in case something goes wrong, I'm not used to live streaming on Saturday, so if something goes wrong or I got medical stuff for Addie or something happens, but other than that, I'm going to try to come in and do that new game. It's called Hightail. It's a new kind of a Minecraft type game, very similar to Minecraft, but different. And we'll try to stream that and see how that goes. Everybody take care of yourselves and stay warm if you're in a cold spot. Andy, keep your head above water. And the rest of you stay warm and dry. And I'll see you next time I see you. Thanks for joining me. Ta-ta for now. Yeah, the only difference is my Adeline has two N's on the name. Adeline with an extra N. Anyway, bye everybody.